Hello and welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that is moving to Thailand. And why wouldn't you want to move to Thailand? How could you afford not to move to Thailand? Now, mostly this video is going to be aimed at Americans. It's still going to be good for everyone, but I am targeting Americans with this one. To live in the United States right now is ridiculous. We've been living in Thailand for 4 years, and when we go back and visit the United States, I'm just dumbfounded at how high the prices have gotten on everything since the pandemic. It looks like the prices went up and never came back down again. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about some of the things that are cheaper here in Thailand, which is everything, but we're going to break things down one by one and kind of compare them to the prices of things in the United States. First one on the list is housing costs. The housing in the United States is just stupid. So my children, out of the three of them live in the United States, and they tell me how much they're paying for rent nowadays, which I just can't believe. And they're in some of the cheaper states. So anyway, we're going to compare some of the prices in the US to the ones in Thailand. Depending on where you're at in the US, you know what the rents are going to be. They're going to be anywhere probably from $1,000 on up. And you're probably not getting that much for your money compared to, let's say, 10 years ago. Now, when we go to Thailand and look at the home prices, unbelievably cheaper. Now, I'm going to put a link down in the description to a real estate site where you can look for yourself in the part of Thailand that you're looking to come to. Say you're looking to move to Pattaya or you want to go to Chiang Mai, you can put in those cities and you can put in what kind of property type you're looking at, whether it be a condo, a single family residence, something like that, and see what the prices are. I think you're going to be amazed. You can actually get a condo, maybe a studio condo, in most of the cities around Thailand for around $300 a month, and it even includes things in some instances. So the cost of living for the rental or the amount you're going to pay in rent here is going to be significantly less than the United States. So your money that you make, if you're able to continue to make a living from your home country or you're on a retirement, housing is going to cost you a lot less here in Thailand. Next, let's talk about health care and insurance. In the United States, insurance is stupid. Now, some of you may be on Medicare or something like that. That's another story. But for those of you who are paying a premium every month for your insurance in the United States, you know who you are. Those prices are ridiculous. And then when you still go to the doctor, depending on your plan, you're still out of a lot of money out of your wallet. If you're living here in Thailand, yes, you should probably go ahead and get insurance here in Thailand, which you're not talking about, depending on your age and your pre-existing conditions, you may not be talking about like $1,000 a month. You're looking more like $100, $200, $300, $400 a month, depending on your age and your pre-existing conditions. So you definitely want to figure out what those prices would be. However, it is going to be significantly less here in Thailand. And also, if you just pay for a doctor's visit, let's say you're going to a dermatologist or whatever, you can go in and just pay out of pocket, and it is going to be extremely cheap, especially when comparing to the United States. And here's one more thing, where in the United States, I know if I need to go, let's just stay with dermatologists, it may be weeks before they can even get me an appointment to go see a dermatologist, or even months. Here, you can get right in. Not an issue. You're going to find somebody who can see you almost immediately, and the health care is really good here. Now, you can check out some quotes for insurance for Thailand. There's a link down in the description, so make sure you go down there, check it out, and see what insurance would be for you. So if you are serious about moving here to Thailand, we do have a step-by-step guide to walk you through the process of moving from your home country here to Thailand. So make sure to check that out. There's a link down in the description below under Buy Me a Coffee. Now let's talk about your daily living costs. Let's say let's talk about food for a little bit, because that's something you're going to spend on daily. United States, you already know that the grocery prices are stupid and they're only going up. It's just expensive. You go out to eat forget about it. I almost fainted when my wife and I went back to the US. We went to a Mexican restaurant. I think I got some like the combo number 3, and my wife got some combo. It was like with a sweet tea and whatever my wife got to drink, a Coke. It's like $40 US. You're not going to pay that here. The prices for food is extremely cheap. If you eat Thai, I'm talking about it can be as low as $2 a meal, sometimes even less. Now, if you do want to splurge and go for Western food here in Thailand, it is a little bit more, but it's still not the prices of the United States. So you're going to save a lot of money on food cost here. And if you're somebody who likes to make their own food, you can either go to local markets, the local Thai markets, and get extremely low prices on eggs, all the things you would normally buy, or they do have regular, I'm going to call them Western style grocery stores, the bigger places, and get groceries in there, but it's still going to be less, a lot less than the US, unless you're buying nothing but imports. But that's a different story. Now, what about entertainment and leisure? Well, a lot of times in the US, you're so worried about making money to pay all the crazy bills that you don't have a whole lot of time to do anything fun. And then when you do have time to do something fun, it costs a fortune to do it, because a lot of the sporting places or whatever it is you do for fun have to have insurance policies in case you want to sue them when you get hurt. Well, pretty much that stuff isn't the norm over here. A lot of the prices of everything, including sports and activities, leisure type things, are extremely affordable. So if you're somebody with a fixed income or you're still working, your money's gonna go so much further here in Thailand, which will lower your stress level if you're not having to worry about money. So the key really about living here is still making the income that you're normally making from your home country, but living here in Thailand. It's like the perfect combo. Now, transportation costs, a lot of the cities that you're going to live in the United States, or if you're not in a city, you're in rural areas, you're going to need to have a car. Just about 100%, I would say, of everyone I know in the United States has a car, because you just need it to get around, everything spread out. However, you can move to some places here in Thailand and everything is within walking distance, which means you don't need to waste time and resources and money and everything else on a car. You can use things like good public transportation that is cheap and affordable. Get a motorcycle. It is dangerous, but there is a good motorcycle culture here. There's just a lot more easy transportation ways to get around that are extremely affordable. And let's talk about that insurance premium that you're paying on that car per month. Let's just take that out of the equation and say you don't have to do that here because you don't have a car. But what if you did have a car and you want to have insurance on there? You're talking about $200 or $300 for the entire year, not per month. And that's for some of the best coverage you could have here in Thailand. So I don't care how you chop it up, transportation wise, it's going to be cheaper here in Thailand. How about utilities? Well, utilities, again, are going to be very much cheaper here in Thailand. The only one that I would say that's a little bit on the higher side, not higher than the United States, but just higher in general here, is going to be electricity. So if you're on an extreme budget, try not to use your air conditioner all the time like my wife and I do. But you would want to use a fan, and that will cut your bill down. If you're wanting to know what our bill is, we live in a single family residence and we run our air conditioner 24 hours a day. I can assure you, because even when we're not home, we have our 2 dogs at home and we don't want them to burn up in the house. And that runs us around $100 to $150 a month total for all of our electricity. So you could see that the electricity bills here in Thailand are a lot less. So you're going to save money on your utilities. While we're talking about utilities, water, we pay around $5 US a month for our water. Wow. And as far as internet is around 700 baht a month. So it's roughly around $15 a month. And that's not even the lowest. That's kind of the mid-tier speed. And for phone, it's around, you're going to be safe quoting anywhere, but depending on the plan you pick, $30 to $40 a month or less a month for your phone. So the bottom line is, if you're on a fixed income, your income is going to go a lot farther here in Thailand. If you're somebody that's still in the workforce and you can keep your job that you have now and still work remotely, like a place like Thailand, your money is going to go a lot further, and you may even be able to put money back into your bank account again. So I hope this was beneficial for you. If you feel so inclined, buy us a coffee. We would really appreciate it. There's a link down in the description. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Narrow Gate family. So I'm going to say thank you in Thai, which is Khap Kun Khap.